Trigger warning. In the following video, the reviewer does accidentally refer to the character as Everdor as opposed to Endeavor. Management is aware and has implemented a written warning. Thank you. So what's up, everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer, and we've got something fun and challenging today. We've got the Amazing Yamaguchi My Hero Academia Endeavor figure, and I literally just got this today from Toyco, which again I highly recommend. Phenomenal service, easy communication. No, they're not paying me. I just like giving this guy money because I always get good stuff from him. I haven't done a Revoltech review on here for a reason. These are actually very intimidating because there is a hell of a lot of stuff to go here. I mean, I got water. So when you hear this, that's because I'm bracing to do a lot of talking. And we're going to go through all this. I mean, I love the photography, by the way, on the back of these boxes. But this guy, I mean, we've got three different faces with different eye parts on there, flame effects, hand effects. This is going to have it all. I've got a number of the My Hero Academia Revoltechs. Actually, got them all. All Might, Deku, Bakugo. Now I've got Endeavor. And I'll probably end up getting Hawks. So sit back, get comfy. We're gonna get this guy out of the box and see what we can do with him. All right, let's get this thing going. We get the figure in not one, but 2 trays worth of stuff. So we got Endeavor right here with his cell phone, various hands, various faces, and a whole lot of flame effects. Like I said, this is going to be crazy. So here is Endeavor out of the packaging. This is definitely something else here. He's a big boy. He is definitely a big boy. I mean, let me go ahead and do a size comparison. And here is Renegade Shadow. And Revoltech figures are not big figures. Like, I mean, they're still about the 6-inch scale, but as you can see, Endeavor is bigger than Renegade Shadow here. See, man, he's still holding that pose really well. I love it. Seriously, check out that Renegade Shadow review. It's really good. But Endeavor here, there's a lot going on. He's very fluid in posing, which is great. He stands very well. I mean, he does come packaged with a stand, so that'll be in the accessory count, but he is definitely part of it. Looking around here, I know I should bring out the turntable, but he's covered in flame. He's got fire coming out all out of him. This is interesting, having the flames coming out of his rear end like this. They're actually on swivels. Oh, there's a lot to get into articulation here, but there's a lot of pivot points. And there's all these holes here, which is where we can put various effect parts. So that's going to be something crazy. I mean, just looking at the back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got a lot of points. So these are all places we can put effects on them. If you have never handled a Revoltech figure, these things are designed to get maximum posability. There's plenty of reviews out there for various ones. I love all the My Hero ones. I like them much better than the Figma ones. I can do so much neat stuff with them. On my Instagram, I know I've got some pictures of Bakugo and of All Might. And I don't know, actually, do I have a Bakugo? I don't know if I got a good Bakugo, but I know I've got All Might and I know I've got Shotaro. I got a really good one of Shotaro, actually. I've got a good one on my Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, my TikTok. But points of articulation. We'll start from the bottom and we'll work our way up. Got our toe point, ankle rocker on both sides, knee bend right here. There is also a slight boot cut right here. It's a really deep knee bend, even though it's a single joint, so you don't break the sculpt much. Thigh swivel, though it's on a weird point, but again, it's designed for maximum articulation. I mean, I can have him do the near splits here. We mentioned before, these flames are actually on pivots. He's got waist joint, torso joint. I mean, dear God, look at that bend, both back and forward. And this is some of the neat things. Instead of a butterfly joint, well, they also have butterflies, but here on the shoulders, these actually can pivot back and forth on the arms, as well as we have the double dumbbell joints, or the Revoltech joints on the shoulders, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, again with a Revoltech joint, but this I can twist at the forearm and at the biceps and at the wrist. Neck is on like a barbell, so we can do all kinds of funky stuff, and he can do all kinds of weird head poses. The details, I mean, the flames were all gradient, which is great. The costume, I mean, this looks like he just jumped straight from a cover of the manga or from the show. And the thing is, you can do just about any pose with him. Now, the sculpt will break. I mean, with these joints here, they're open. That's kind of give and take with Revoltech. You know, you'll sort of break the sculpt, but the idea is you will get him posed to how you want him, and then you'll get that right camera angle if you're doing photography, or you just pose him like you want him. I mean, I can get a perfect kneeling pose, bend him down, pull that shoulder forward, pull the other shoulder back, have him look up, boom, superhero landing. Twist that thigh low. Right there. Add an effect part, break out the camera, we're good to go. And this is just the generic stuff here. We haven't even broken to all the extras. I can already tell this guy is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, with the My Hero stuff, you can absolutely get them to do all the crazy anime poses, from rider kicks, twisting to make them look all super dynamic. Oh, there's going to be some fun photography at the end of this video. You know, come on, can you do it? Can you do it? I'm not Jay Hernandez, the master of the balancing, but all this has been smooth here. No editing. I've just been doing this. This is straight from the box. This is all new for me. I love it. I have a lot of Revoltech figures, so I've enjoyed these a lot. I've got both Deadpools. Sorry, I got all 3 Deadpool figures. Carnage, Venom, the Joker. Yeah, I pretty much got them all except Superman and Wonder Woman. And Black Panther. I'm probably going to have to buy Black Panther. But, yeah, long short, if you are into posing, this guy is a lot of fun. And then I'll break out the stand in a second. Let's break out the accessories, and we'll start having some crazy fun here. You stay right there. So first we're going to start off with the extra face sculpts, or the extra head sculpts. I've got the stoic mouth closed here. We also get the gritting anger teeth here. We can get the shouting face here, and the extra determined gritting look here. But that's not all, because these eyes pop off. So we can interchange all the eye looks for you. I mean, this has got the blank eye expression with power. This looks like, you know, I've got the scar. He's got a scar here. So this was, oh God, I can't remember. This is after the big fight. Oh God, who did he fight where he got the scar from? But this is post that match. But I got him squinting here. This is just kind of the blank determined look. This is to the right. This is another blank determined look to it. Side eye to the left, looking up. And this is a condescendingly looking down face. So this is where things get... You start plugging things around here. This is like him looking down going, Shotaro! You will be my bloodline, whatever. I mean, you can really, frankly, do it all. You just gotta have the patience for it all. And that's the big thing. I mean, I've got some Revoltech figures where you can actually adjust the physical eyes, which is neat, but my god, it's a pain getting them lined up just right. So, here's anger, side eye looking upward, as if he's like, okay, you got a point. I mean, you can make him look any way you want, and just all you do is just pop the head off here. You see, here's the dumbbell joint there. It's a little stiff there. I literally just got this guy out of the box. I haven't even really messed with him yet. God dang it, he's awesome. Yeah, there you go. Just as simple as that. So we've got the different faces. We also get a number of different hands. So he's got his default fists here. Then he also comes with a pair of fists that are almost on fire. So it's got the color gradient, which I think is absolutely awesome. He's got his anger, you know, your semi-anger hand, your gesturing hand, and then he also has his cell phone hand. When he sits there and tries to invite Shotaro over for dinner, and he keeps ignoring his call, which actually happens in the show, in the manga. Really, if you haven't watched My Hero, I highly recommend it. It's very good. First season, getting into this, maybe this is more the cell phone holding hand. They both work really well. First part of the first season takes a little getting into, but once the show kicks on, it's totally worth it. And if for some reason my friend Jenny's watching, Bakugo is awesome. I don't care. So these are the hands, and again, these actually are some of the easiest hands to pop in, pop on. So actually, for other Revoltech hands, you usually have to pop the whole off. So this is actually one of the easiest ones I've worked with. And again, I love it. So those are the heads. Now we've got the hands. Now we get to come to the real nitty gritty. Let's set this guy on fire. Now with a Revoltech figure, you get all the effects you wanted, whether you realized you wanted them or not. And that's, again, kind of an intimidating thing about these figures. We've got here smaller effect parts for like impact. We've got larger ones, and then we've got the flame wings. What's crazy is, like, okay, notice here like the flame wings, they've got holes in them. You can put effects into effects to increase those. The Venom was a great example for that. These impact ones, these actually can connect together. All Might came with something very similar to these, and the larger ones, they do the same thing. So we could, again, couple them together, and we can get a lot of neat looks and a lot of neat effects. and they can actually not necessarily double up on each other, but they can complement each other in a lot of neat and crazy ways. I'm actually looking here right now, seeing if there's an additional port onto these plastics, which there is not. Kind of thankful for that. The Iron Man figure was notorious for being able to basically plug effects onto effects, missiles on missiles, and guns on guns and stuff. It was crazy. So, as you can see, I got Endeavor here in a basic punch phase, and I did put the gradient fists on there. Let's toss a couple of these on there, and you'll see what I mean. Now, this is honestly just an example. I took three of the small effects, one for the punch up here, one to make it look like he's powering up right here, and then I also took one of the larger effects there to make a little more impact to that punch. So yes, you do see the peg there. These are the kind of things you kind of deal with. And then I doubled up the flame effects. I literally put effect in an effect to give him these giant flame wings, kind of a phoenix look to it. And it looks absolutely glorious. I could put those wings in other places. There's just a lot of the ways of working with the flame. But that's the thing with the Revoltech. You can go with a little, you can go with a lot. Absolutely, if you look online for pictures of the Evador, they've got him loaded up on here. This is an absolutely stunning piece. Let me go ahead and I'm going to leave him like this, and I'm going to bring in some of the other My Hero figures. I'm first going to start off with my boy, Bakugo, because, well, he's my boy. Man, you can just hear this character shouting. They look great. I mean, here's the scale you can see. Next, bringing in the main character of Deku. And again, I'm going to have fun with this. Gotta bring father and son together. And what's also neat, though, is I could put some of these flame effects on Evador here, and vice versa. I can put some of Evador's effects onto Shotaro if I choose. So I think that's going to be some neat stuff. But yeah, my display is going to look really good. And if you've been collecting the My Hero figures, this is definitely a nice step in the direction. I mean, I definitely got to say, as much as I love the Bakugo figure, he's probably the most frustrating of the set. Shotaro has to be one of the most satisfying, and well, yeah, Deku's awesome. But Evador here, easily top tier. So when it's all said and done, Evador is not a cheap figure. He is right up there actually with Mafex prices, which kind of killed me. I got him for about $130. It was a tough pill to swallow, not gonna lie. Am I pleased in my purchase? Absolutely. Do I feel he's worth $130? Hard to say. I'm not. Toyco is not setting the prices. They're actually very competitive with companies. So this is definitely a combination of, materials, shipping, all the works there. Welcome to 2023. So your mileage will vary. I will blatantly say this is much better than the McFarlane one. I saw the McFarlane, I passed on that one. I mean, the McFarlane one will just stand there. McFarlane one does not have the flaming cape here. That I think, oh my god, I just took the effects and you see how I just plugged them in there. He's got so much more presence, so much more personality. So that's the one thing going forward. If you are a hardcore My Hero fan, you probably already have this guy on pre-order. Figma, they did not deep dive. Right now, Revoltech seems to be going all the way with it. I'm probably getting Hawks. I know I'm getting Hawks. It's gonna kill me to buy Hawks, but I'm gonna be getting him. I hope they start doing some of the villains soon. But he's gonna look great on your shelf. He's gonna photograph beautifully. My brain's going crazy. I will probably have had the video recorded for ages and spend more time taking photos than I did spend video recording this. But yeah, I give it a full recommend. If you can swallow the price, go for it. You will be pleased. He will look, as I said, he will add to the collection. He's dynamic. He's got personality. He exudes arrogance, and he looks like he's on fire. Really, that's all you could ask for. But tell me what you think. As I love to say, hit those comments down below. Hit that like button. Hit that notification button. Let me know what you want to see. Hopefully I got my volumes taken care of this time. I do read those comments, folks. I really do. So I appreciate everything you guys say. So until next time, as always, as you can see, no stand being used. But as always, next time, take care and peace.